looking at JavaScript event propagation. So simply put, we'll be looking at capturing of events and sequence at which you can capture them. So event capturing, that's what we're going to look at. So we have look at other event types, but this will be specifically for capturing event series in JavaScript. Okay, so let's begin with us having a simple div, and we'll be capturing all these elements inside this event. So and so we have this div here, but let me put this div inside the body tag area. So take off this, and then I have the div here. Inside the div, we'll be having p tag, and then we'll have let's say we'll have an anchor tag inside the p tag. So let's have an anchor tag inside the p. So let me open this a little bit wider. So I'll have a p here just for the demonstration, and then I have a string here called div here, and inside here I'll just have an a tag here, which is a. We're gonna use this for a demonstration a little bit. So let's say I have an ID for this one, and I'm gonna call this wrap, which is the main, mother parent div. Then I'm gonna call this class and have a hint here. Then I'll have an href here, which is gonna be like a hook for us. An href with an ID tag in there. Okay, so inside our JS, which is the JavaScript area, we'll have a function, and we'll call this function show tag names. So show tag names should be fine. Then we have inside here, we'll be capturing this and showing it on the screen using the alert. And let's have this as capturing, so we see what is going on the screen. The first one, we'll look at we'll be referring to the tags. So let's say we need to refer to the tag using the this keyword, and then we have tag, then we have name. So show tag, let me do this dot tag name here. So tag name. Okay, so let's say we want to now capture the element using the query select. So let's say we have a variable called element here, and we'll have the document dot query. So this we're gonna query, and then see selector all. Then we'll have the divs we want to capture. First we want to capture the div tag in a sequence, and then we'll now capture the p tag, and then we'll now capture the a tag. But all these have to be in the same code. Then we'll have a simple for loop to help us look through the divs that we got up there. So let's the element, but we are not using the variable, we are just using an element of element, which is this one, variable looping through this one. So element of elements, and we have the element that we call the dot add event listener. So we'll be calling the event listener, and we're gonna use the click event listener. So we'll have the click in here, click, and then we'll have the name of the function, and then we'll set that to true. Okay, so now we need to have a CSS so we could actually see the differences in a line, because now we can actually see the difference. But let's have a CSS up here so that it's distinguish the div, the p, and the a tag on the screen for us. So let me do that by including our style at the top of the page, and then what we'll be targeting in this style, let me add the type first. So we say it's tests / CSS. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is we'll first have to target the div itself, which is the div, not the dialog, the div, and then we'll now target the p tag on the same line, and we'll target the anchor tag as well. So just making it more visible for us to see the difference. Let's have padding for this, but the padding, we're gonna do 15 pixels at the side, 15 pixels, and then 15 and 30 pixels. Okay, then we will look at the display. If you don't know how to write CSS, I recommend you to check my mastering CSS3 in my playlist. And then we have the display, it's gonna be block, and then we'll have the border, which will distinguish that for us. So border, and border will be 2 pixels, and it's gonna be solid, and then the color is gonna be black. So yeah, so 2 pixels for the border, and then it will be solid, not dotted or line, but, and then we'll use a black color for the solid 2 pixel. Then we can have a background, the border will be black, and then I didn't need the background. Okay, so now we see the differences in here. So now what we've done here is we have a div, which is here, and we have a paragraph, which is here, and then we have an anchor tag, which is here, where we want to show the capturing of event from div, paragraph, and then anchor tag. So this function is simply will show an alert box telling us the capturing, then the this dot tag will refer to the tags at which the event has got into that side. So this is a document which is selecting all the divs, and then using the for loop to loop through one by one, and then when an event is clicked, these tags will show when it's actually equal to true. So let's see it on the screen. So when I click on the A, it's a capturing the div, which is the first matter div. The second is capturing the P, which is the second in the matter div, and capturing the A, which is the last one inside the div. So that is how we do capturing of capturing of event inside JavaScript. This is just an example. So let's say we want to do an event bubbling. So for event bubbling, we're gonna use an example to understand what I mean by event bubbling. Okay, so for the event bubbling, we're gonna have let me see, we'll have I'm going to clear this, and then I'll clear this as well, but we're gonna use this side for the test. Okay, so for event bubbling, we will say inside a div we'll have on click event for each of this. So for the first one, which is the mother div, we're gonna have an on click event here, and inside we'll say bubbling. No, let me have an alert in here. So alert, and I'll have this one here. So alert, then I'll have the bubbling here, and then I'll have this dot tag name. Okay, so this is for the div bubbling concatenate, then we have this dot tag name. Now let's have a bubbling for the p tag. So the same on click, we're gonna have that for this p tag here. So we have the alert in the bubbling, and then we do this dot what, the tag name. So it's gonna print this tag name for us. Then the second one, we'll be having the bubbling for the same tag here after this one. Okay, so let's try that on the screen. Okay, now I click on this one. You see for the bubbling, it starts with the A. The first one, which was capturing the event, start from the div P and then the A, but the bubbling start with the current event inside. So then we go to the P and then we go to the div. So this is another method of capturing, event inside JavaScript. So this is all what event propagation. Good. So let's look at if we want to have an event capturing which only have a target but not printing each of them. So for that one, we can simply revert back to what we got for the first example here, and then we have the wrap hint and all that. And what we're going to do here is so let me add this is target of event target. So that's a little bit different from the bubbling and capturing. So here I'm trying to have a simple variable here, div, and this will have the ID captured here. So they'll get div equal to document dot get element by ID, and the ID will be the first one. Will capture the div ID, which is the wrap here, and then And next, what we'll do is to attach an on-click event handler. So to do that, we're gonna call an anonymous function here, and we'll call this div dot onClick and then this will be equal to this anonymous function. So inside here we'll capture the event dot target and targets dot style. Then we have to use a background color to show that background. Background color, let's say we want to use a light blue, so let's have a light blue in here. Okay, so we want the background to finish rendering. When the rendering is done, then the background color will show before the alert. Okay, so let's have a timeout for this. So here we said the browser, let me have a comment here. Let me have a comment. We'll say the browser finish rendering of the background then render finish the rendering of background color before showing the alert. Okay, so we're gonna use a simple timer which we've already studied in our previous video. So set timer or set timeout. Let's use timeout rather. So timeout, and in here we'll have we're gonna have a function in here. So this will be like this is gonna be a self-invoke function. So let me see, we have that one here. Okay, so first we'll have the alerts in here, which is gonna trigger. So alert, then with the alert we're gonna have our target, which we already have that. So that is it's gonna display the target we want to look at. So it's just a string here first, then we'll have the event itself. So this is where we target the event dot the target and then dot the tag name itself. So tag name, then we'll have, so this will be equal to let me see, it will be equal to this dot tag let's do the tag name, this dot tag name. Okay, then after this dot tag name, we're gonna have event dot target, so just targeting what we got, dot style, and then dot the background. So anytime this loads, then that one is gonna show up the background, and then this here. Let's have a countdown of let me see if everything is set here. So we have a set timeout, and the set timeout is equal to anonymous function in here, which we have alert target the event dot target name. Then we have event dot target name. Okay, then we have the this is equal to this dot tag. Okay, then we have event dot target dot style dot what, the background is equal to 2 empty string. Okay, then we have the closing. Let me see. Okay, let's test this on the screen. So when we click this, it shows the color. It shows the color here based on the target we have. So anytime we click the target, what it does is it actually prints what, the color, which is the background which we have here, which is the light blue. So this is showing us exact target of where event has actually happened on the screen. So when we click here, it's everything in there. And when we click here is everything inside the P, including the A tag. When you click here, it's just this side. So this is how the target actually works based on what click. So anytime we click there, then it does show us the target, which is pretty simple to understand. Okay, so we have finished with the propagation, and we have seen different kinds of propagation in here. But what if we want to stop immediate propagation, especially if, just like the remove that we had on the other click event? If we want to stop immediate propagation, for example, we have this one here, and we want to stop some propagation to happen immediately we click one of this should stop immediately. We can do that as well. In the same example we have here, we're gonna use that for the demonstration. But inside our div, let's have an on-click here, and in this on-click we're gonna use the alert, and with the alert we'll have some string in there. So string, let's say you click and you clicked, we have this dot tag name. Okay, let me see what's going on here. We have div here. Yeah, we need to have a round bracket here. Oh no. Let's have this one is equal to we're missing let's use a single quote here. Yes, then we use a double quote here. That was what is causing the error. Okay, so next we have the P side, which we're gonna use the same, and click for the P side as well. Okay, so we have it for the P side. Then with this side we'll only add an ID, and the ID we'll call it link. Okay, so let's say we're gonna have two functions here. One function will be hi function. Let me just call the function name like that. Okay, then we'll say alert in here. I'll have hi there in there. Then we'll call the stop immediate propagation on these alerts. So event dot stop immediate propagation. This is what we have to use. Then stop immediate propagation. Then we'll have this one here. Okay, so we have the first function, and let's create another function, copy and paste, and we say this is hello. So hello there. Okay, but in here we'll not have this. Let me comment that. And next one, let's do the attachment of multiple events handlers. So here what we'll do is to have a variable and then connect the link we have there at the top to a document dot get element by ID, which is gonna be the link we have up there. Okay, so we're getting this link. Next, let's have the link connect to the add event listener, and this is gonna be a click event listener. So we have the click, and after the click we'll have the two. Let's have the first one here. So since it's a multiple event listener, we have click, and the first will be the hi function, which is here. The second one will be the hello function, which is here. Okay, so we get all set. Now we click on it to say hi there. We say we clicked P, and we say we clicked div. So you see what I have done is let's see, now we have hi for everybody. Let's see if we can have a hello too. Now we have hi there, hello there. We'll click P, we click div, and so since I commented the event the stop immediately, it's actually performing all the two functions. Hi there, hello there, clicked, it clicked. Okay, so when I comment this, we're only gonna see hi function, no hello. So I click hi there, and then it stops immediately, nothing happens. But unless I click, then it comes again. But if I click here, it stops after the hi there displays. So this event.stop immediately is what is causing it not to continue with the other multiple events. So this will be the end of this video, and hang on to watch the next one. Peace, I'm out.